This is part 2 in the video series designed to help you with setting up and editing your ePortfolio. So to begin with the editing part, you will simply need to sign into your ePortfolio account by putting in your email address and selecting that you are an existing user and type in your password. Select go. So your page should look very similar to this, and you will be able to see the ePortfolio that you set up previously and that you are now ready to begin editing. You should see the name of the ePortfolio, whatever name you chose. When I set this one up for myself, I called it EDUC 1300, so you will see again whichever name you've chosen. So you're not setting up a new one, you're simply modifying this one, so you will say edit site. So you should be taken to the ePortfolio that you previously set up, and it shows the 7 pages that you will need for the ePortfolio. So for this part of the video, we're going to be looking at adding content to the various pages of the ePortfolio. So in order to do this, we're primarily going to be concerned with the pages button, the design button briefly, and then the add button here. So let me just show you real quick the design. When you select this, although I'm not going to go into great detail, you can certainly explore this button and these options on your own, but this is where you can select different background colors and customize the background to show anything that you want. You can select various colors, you can select various font sizes of your entire ePortfolio. But again, I'm not going to do that in this video, but I just wanted to point those options out to you. So what you'll need to do first is to get to the page that you want to edit. So in order to do this, you'll need to look for this gray shaded area. This lets you know the page that you are going to be on to edit. So if this is not the page that you're wanting, you need to make sure that you get to the page that you want. So you can go to the Pages button, and let's just say we're going to add content to the About Me page. You can see now the focus is on the About Me page. And you can also see that this lets you know which page you're on as well. So you can select your various pages from here also. So this lets us know that we're ready to add content to the About Me page. So the next thing that you'll want to do is to click on the Add button. And in here there are lots of options to work with. I'm pretty much going to be talking to you about adding text, adding an image, and then adding documents, but you can add various shapes, you can add different buttons. So I again encourage you to scroll through this and to play around with the different options that are here. So when you're ready to add text to your ePortfolio page, you simply will click on text. And you're primarily going to be adding paragraph text because you will have to add information to the ePortfolio page, so you simply click paragraph. Now this gives you a paragraph text box that you can begin to work with. So you see this where you can add animation if you choose to, and again I encourage you to explore this option to see if this is something you would like to use, but for the sake of this video we're simply going to edit the text. So this is letting us know that we are now ready to edit the text that's there. So we can delete the information that's there, and we can begin to type what we want. You can have different size fonts, you can have bold, you can do all kinds of things to the text that's in this box. And what you'll also need to do is to have the directions in front of you for the ePortfolio pages, because those directions will tell you exactly what content you need to add to each page of the ePortfolio. So if you look at the directions, you will see that the About Me page simply says to talk about you. So you're talking about yourself, your friends, your family, things you like to do, etc. So for the sake of this video, I'm simply going to put in that I am Rachel Powell, instructor for EDUC 1300 at North Lake College. So that information is there. So I've added text. I can go in and I can move the text box around. I can put it to where I need it to go. I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. I can go in and change the color, you know, with the design. So there are lots of different things that I can do with this. But for the sake of the video, again, I'm just going to show you that you can add the content there. So if I wanted to make some other changes to this particular text, I can simply say, I can right click, and then I can go to edit text, or I can go to animation or different settings about this text box. So that's an option for you. You will also be required on some of the pages to add pictures or images to your ePortfolio page. So in order to do this, let's look at a different page. So we will go to the page we want to add an image on. So let's say our goals page. So again, this lets us know we're now on our goals page. So I'm going to add an image to the goals page. Now, just briefly, the difference between image and gallery: the image will simply let you add a picture or select a clip art to the ePortfolio page. But if you want to add multiple pictures onto one page, that's where you will use the gallery. The gallery shows you can add, for example, as a grid, 4 pictures, and it'll show up on the page like a grid. Or you can add several pictures and create a slideshow where it'll automatically play throughout the page as the person is viewing the page. So again, I encourage you to go through the gallery button and see the different options that are there and decide if that's something you want to use. But for the sake of the video, we're simply going to add one image, and let's just say an image without a frame. So you'll see this page here. Now, I had previously uploaded this image, but I'll show you how to upload the image. So you'll have your add image box here. So you simply say upload image and go to your computer or wherever you'll have the image. It's either on your desktop or it may be on your flash drive. So I'm going to go for my pictures. Let's see. I'm gonna, okay, so now I have 2 different images to choose from. So you can add as many images that you want here. This is just like a storing place for your images. So if this is the image that I want to add to my goals page, I'm going to click on that image and then say add image, and it will actually put the image there. Of course, it's, you know, needs to be sized. I can move it to where I want it to go, and that's how you add an image. So it lets you know that the image is now on the goals page. And again, you can move it, you can resize it, you can do whatever you wanted to. If I wanted to add another image, I would simply go back through that process, add image, with or without a border. I'm taken back here, and again, I also have the image there, but you can have as many images as you want. And if I wanted to select this image, then I would say add image, and again, it allows me to size it and do whatever I need to do. Okay. Now, I do encourage you to periodically save your work, because if something should happen and you lose power or the computer freezes, if you haven't saved your ePortfolio, it may not do it automatically. So I encourage you to to save your ePortfolio almost every time you add something to a page, so you'll be sure to have that information. So you know how to add an image, you know how to add text. The next thing we'll do is to see how to add a document, and your documents can be found under media. In the media, and again, I encourage you to explore the various options in the media button, but you can add videos, you can add a play button. So if there's some music you want the person viewing it to listen to, you can add the play button and add the music there. But for our purposes, we're simply going to add a document. So let's make sure we are on the page that we want to add our document on. So now we're on the learning page. And then we're going to go back to add documents, and it's under media. So add document. Now this is just a placeholder for a document, but there's not a document there. So we'll need to find the document that we want to add. So I'm going to right click and it'll say choose document. So it's going to be a place here. Now you probably wouldn't have any documents there, of course, if you've not added them, but you would do the same process you did when you added the pictures or the image. You would go to upload document, go to your computer or wherever you have your document, whether it's on your desktop or on a flash drive, and you will put the document here. So now you have two different, or for this example, two different documents to choose from. So let's say we're going to choose this document, and then it'll say choose document. So now our ePortfolio worksheet is there, and again, I can move it if I want. I can do all sorts of things, but you can continue to add documents to this page. You can add media, you can add video, you can do various things to the ePortfolio. So remember, you'll click the Pages button to be sure you're on the page that you want to edit. You can go to Design to edit the actual design of the entire ePortfolio, but you also go to the Add button to add your text or to add images, either a single image or clip art or gallery type of images where you're adding multiple images, or you're going to go to Media where you're going to select a document. Again, I encourage you to go through and explore all of these buttons and the various options that you have, but for the purpose of this video, it was simply to show you how to add content. So how to add text, how to add pictures, and how to add documents to your ePortfolio. Remember to periodically save your ePortfolio so it'll be there. So your work has been saved, so the next time you log into your ePortfolio, all of the changes that you made today or that I made today will be there for you. So again, I hope this was helpful to you. Be sure to contact your teacher if you have further questions, and good luck with creating the rest of your ePortfolio.